Flash out there with Big Daddy. Then there's Red Hot. Then there's Big Dog. And it's prime time, and at the center, locking down the middle. The pass to Big Dog. Here's prime time. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Celtics. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
Well, right now for the Pistons, they just seem to be playing uninspired ball. That's just keeping it real. They've seen other teams leapfrog them in the rankings, and it's gotten into their collective psyche.
And so Grant will bring it up for Brooklyn. Pass to Primetime. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Pass to Red Hot. The 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Harrington. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And that one's good, Junior.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Red Hot the pass to Big Dog. Here's Primetime. Over Harrington. And it's Junior with the rebound. And the call will be against Red Hot. That is his first foul of the game. And we're about 1.5 minutes into the first quarter. Knocked away. The Big Daddy passes to Big Dog. Here's Primetime. For 3. No good that time.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Not the start they were looking for here.
And Harrington throws it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Near the three-point line, it's Harrington. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Red Hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. The Big Daddy passes to Primetime. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's Tice. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
And a different look here for the Pistons. Primetime's checked in for Primetime. ADC comes in for Big Daddy. The Machines check in for Red Hot. And Dub subbed in for Big Dog. The Nets also changing it up. The chosen one, he's checked in for Primetime. Primetime comes in for Grant. And Flash is subbed in for Cool Hands.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Dub, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Oh! And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
The machine passes to Primetime. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Flash. Connects from three-point range.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Pass to Flash. Here's the three. Buries it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
The Bulldozer passes to ABC. Stolen away. Got a piece of it. Now Detroit moving it up. And the pass to the machine. With one on the clock, and so is Detroit in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
The machine is out there with Dub, and it's ABC, and it's Primetime, and it's the Bulldozer in at the power forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Inside, Flash scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Passes it to the machine, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And now, here are a set of teams that have held their opponents to very few points in the second half of the season. Number 1, the Nets.
And they've shown no slippage defensively. If anything, they've become more stifling since the break. I mean, they're playing inspired, passionate basketball at that end of the floor.
To the wing right side, and a wide open look for Junior. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Here's the machine, and another 3 for Detroit.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Here's Primetime. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Hey, Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there, and a new group in for the Nets. Primetime's checked in for the chosen one. Grant comes in for Primetime. Cool Hands checked in for Junior. And Dub subbed in for Flash. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Poked away. Here we go, all alone. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Flash. Here's Red Hot. lets it go with the three. And another three for Detroit.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautiful.
High-level skills being showcased out there now, fellas. I mean, that was a terrific hoop.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. And it's denied. And now the Pistons fast break. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush.
And you just know that's going to have a big effect on this team. I mean, their blood has to be pumping after that one. And the heart rate racing a little faster, too.
Here's Nicholas. Oh!
This sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
A different look here for Detroit. ABC's checked in for Big Daddy. The Machine comes in for Red Hot. And Dub subbed in for Big Dog. The Chosen One is checked in for Brooklyn. Junior comes in for Flash.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
A different look here for Detroit. Primetime comes in for Primetime, and it's the Bulldozer in for Flash. The Nets also changing it up. Primetime's checked in for Grant, and Flash is subbed in for Cool Hands. Junior, and Junior throws it down.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Dub the pass to ABC. No good on the three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pistons leading by 16. To the inside. An easy 2 points on the layup. Primetime's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Detroit finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, what's your view?
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the score.
And over to Shaq now, your take on the Nets.
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. The coach should absolutely be ripping into the defensive effort. They need to take some pride on the other end. Just lock it in, lock it in, lock it in.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One of the stories here, Red Hot, getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Nets. Grant is out there with Junior. Then it's Dub. And it's Cool Hands. And it's Prime Time and at the 5.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Cool Hands. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
All right,
had a chance to look at the stats for ABC. How his last 10 games have gone. First in blocks, first in free throw shooting, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up. Down to 5 on the shot. Oh, what a play!
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam King.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Knocks it loose. Here's Big Dog. It's deflected. Nets trail by 19. Cool Hands traps in the tray. Cool Hands got 5 points now in the quarter.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Nicholas from downtown. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
The Pistons shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Flash is checked in for the Nets. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively. My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Tipped away, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Greg. Up checked in for Big Dog. The Nets also changing it up. Primetime comes in for Grant, and Flash is subbed in for Cool Hands. Just 4 to shoot. From past the arc, it's good from long range. 8 points for Dub.
So hard to challenge these shots, I mean, especially against the better shooters.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Junior throws it down hard.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Pass to Şengün, and the shot goes in. Şengün's got 6 points.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Got that one up quick. And the Pistons lead by 20.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one. Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? My goodness.
Does he ever?
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And a different look here for the Pistons. Primetime's checked in for Primetime. The Bulldozer comes in for Big Daddy. ABC's checked in for Flash. And the Machine subbed in for Red Hot. Here's Primetime. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 8 points for him.
Mercy, mercy me.
The reverse jam, unbelievable.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Nets trail by 16. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Flash passes to Best. Fires the three. Rebound by the Pistons. 22 is their biggest lead. Here's the Machine. And so is Detroit with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Things have been clicking offensively, defensively, you name it. And they are riding this wave of momentum. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. ABC is out there at prime time, and it's the Machine, and there's Flash, and it's Dub in at point guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Detroit.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Pistons leading by 19 points. The pass to Flash. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Harrington. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
And he drives in, and Flash gets it to go.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Passes it to ABC. Pass to prime time. They get a hand on it. Tries it from 9. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Clark, between the draft and free agency and big mid-season trades, it feels like we rarely see the same team twice season to season.
Yeah, guys move around quite a bit, more so than in the past, Kevin. I don't necessarily know if that's good or bad. It's certainly different. I tend to lean towards guys staying in the same place longer. That would be my personal preference, but the landscape has shifted and changed, and it's overall probably a positive thing for the players.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Primetime's checked in for primetime. Big Daddy comes in for ABC. Red Hotty's checked in for the Machine. And it's Big Dog in for Dub. Now, here's Harrington. Defense is right there. And here's the break. And here they go. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Rebounded by Flash.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball. Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And here is Harrington. And Harrington throws it down.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to rattle.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam.
Strong interior move. Aggressive, assertive, and effective.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And a new group in for the Nets. Edwards, he's checked in for prime time. Justin Anderson comes in for Junior. Big Daddy's checked in for cool hands. And it's Mills in for Dub. Poke loose. Grant kicks to Mills. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Here's the bulldozer, and that one is stuffed right through.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Detroit.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And the game they played tonight, it was purposeful. They wanted to get out after losing that first game of the year against this group. Big boost of confidence for them as they even up that season series against the Nets. And what a huge standout performance it was.
For Dub.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play. Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
And that one is off. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Underwood, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Here's Big Dog. He gets that one.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.